This is Brickhead Boy Toy Reviews, and I got set by Oxford JK34613, made in Korea. So the set contains 1,308 pieces, and here's the back of the box. Nice picture of your castle or fortress, whatever you want to call this. So items taken out of the box, you have 2 inserts and all your pieces here. I see a sticker sheet. Let's lay these out. So it looks like in each box there's bags 1. These are all bags 1. And these are all bags 2. So just makes it easier. I'm just going to start with this box and then go to box 2. Let's build it. And here's the set complete. Here is your, I should call it castle, along with 11 minifigures, 4 here, 7 here, and your brick separator, along with all your weapons, quite a bit, and arrows with the bow, 3 horses, and you have your projectiles. On this side you have your mobile shooter along with some replacement pieces I'll show you later. Those go. And your extra pieces along with this. It's supposed to go with the dragon head, but it's not used, so it just comes automatically with the set, along with your leftover sticker sheet. There are, I believe, 6 stickers left and no indication where to put them in the instruction book, so not sure where they go. And your disposable plastic pieces. The set 2 comes with a display map. Nothing on the back, but on the front, this is what it looks like. So I'm not sure if you're supposed to put all the set on this thing or just put it on the wall, but regardless, it's a nice bonus. And let's take a look at the instruction book. Nothing too complex with this. Shows you the number of pieces, the colors, which some of them are kind of hard to distinguish, but I managed to do it. And the few pages of the back have your inventory pieces and other sets as well in the same series. And speaking of the build, like I said, very simple, straightforward. Everything is straight up, studs on top except for the door. So this is the only thing where studs are not on top. Everything else, very simple. Anyways, let's check out the accessories and weapons. The brick separator included is your typical colored one by Oxford with the logo, and of course your shooter pieces have some design on them. So 6 of those. So I'll break the weapons into 2 categories. You have the silver ones and the gold ones. So these are basically, they can go to any group, but you do have a couple axes, spears, and forget what these are called. You have a sword and a golden sword. 3 of these, and really not much use. You just put it on the side of the horse. I mean, you can't take the arrow out at all. On this side, it's just 1 battle axe. You have a spear and that other weapon, golden sword. And the bows actually shoot. These are kind of like flick fire. Here's a sample, and push. Nothing's happening. Let's try this again, and push. Yeah, it goes pretty far. Not bad. Out of the 11 total minifigures, 7 are for the castle. They are the defenders. None of them have torso or leg printing, so basically the armor just covers their torso up, and they do have some nice helmets with plumes. The other 4 minifigures would try to invade the castle, so these attackers, I believe this one here is the leader, and to see their facial expressions better, let's look in the instruction book. I won't bother taking the helmets off, but here are pretty much all the facial expressions for the minifigures. Nothing too exciting. And also we have 3 horses included with different colors. You can see the flag. This is the attacker's horse, and this is the castle's horse. Nothing too exciting. Can't move the legs or anything, only the head. And the attackers have this wheeled catapult thrower. I wouldn't say a catapult thrower, more like a launcher. So that's where these come in handy. Just pop it in there, and let's launch it. So it shoots pretty far, even with the mouth closed all the way. You also have these. They basically do the same thing. Put your launcher in there, your catapult, whatever that thing is, and push the button. Your thing goes out flying. So now, let's look at the castle. Here's a size reference. This is a Lego base plate, 48 by 48. So if you look at this, it's almost the same size. So the castle goes on 40 by 40. There's 4 of these 20 stud wide base plates, 4 of them together, so 40 across and 40 back. Here is a 360. As you build this, really nothing goes on the first floor. It's just all these rock pieces, just the foundation for the castle, so really no play value. You do have some things here. I'm not sure what these are exactly. They're not really prison cells. I mean, you can get out there, there's no door, but this one here is definitely a prison cell. And on the other side, same exact thing. So nothing really to show. On the front, the doors swing open, and that's a sticker going over multiple pieces, but you can lift this up to reveal really nothing there inside. That's just the base. And oh, I got stuck. Pitiful. Anyways, I fixed that problem, but on the front you have these goblets of fire, 4 of them, and to be complete, 2 in the back here, but still on the outside. You have, I like this, it's enclosed. You have your outer walls here and your inner walls. So pretty complete castle to me. These flags I thought were paper, but they are made of fabric. or some type of hybrid fabric. I tried ripping it and it won't, so they're pretty durable. So if you look at the top view, you can have a minifigure actually walk pretty much almost around this building or castle, except for the back, only from here to the other side. There are a few play functions, but not so much with this. These walls can go down for a little bit. You have these hinge pieces simply for the catapults to work. Again, I'm going to use these pieces for the catapult and launch it. It does work. There is one small feature here, a play feature that is kind of hidden, but assuming these two fight and you push them over, this guy falls in and this does tilt down. So he ends up, well, he's not going in. Let's try this again. There. So this whole thing lifts up and now he's in the back. There is your little prison, and this does come off. So that's really pretty much the only other play feature besides the catapults. It's too bad because I think these goblets are too close, so it's probably better to put them further back so you don't accidentally knock it down. With this, there it goes again. And the goblet went down, so yes, I would recommend moving these further back. So aside from that and these walls, there's nothing else much in the interior except for the king's chamber. Let's take a look at that. The roof does open, but it's really not too convenient. I mean, you do have a tight spot in there, and I have big hands and fingers, so kind of hard. You do have this piece. Let me take it out. So this is stickers going over multiple bricks, unfortunately. And looking back at the king's chamber, it is pretty closed off. So you really don't have much room to play like I showed you earlier. Just put him here sitting down. And I do like the throne. You have these cool dragon head pieces. Here's a better view, and speaking of other nice pieces, you also get these roof pieces here, these edges, very nice, as well as these, and of course the gold color ones. So this set has pretty neat pieces. And last but not least are these assemblies here. So in the instruction book you have the kids version and the kidult version. So the kid version is this, the kidult version is that. Let's do the kid version. So take these off and replace it with these. So now on top you have two projectile shooters. So I don't know what looks better, but to me, I personally like the kidult better than the kid version. The kid version is nice, good coloring, matches that, but it's just, I think it's just too much. So I like just the regular version without these heads, personally better. So there, much better. And time to conclude this review. So talk about price. In Korea, I believe this is worth $70 to $80, but USA $100 or more, and I got it for the cheaper price. But I've seen this for sale, or I wouldn't say on sale, but it's been around for about $140. It's somewhat worth it for that price, but if you can find it cheaper, even better. I'd say $100 to $120 is really good for this set. It's a nice looking castle with 11 minifigures, and not many flaws with this one. Like I mentioned before, it's just the bottom is pretty vacant. It's empty. it's basically useless. So the only use for the bottom is just that trap door, and that's really minimal, not much space. I wish there could have been more done to the sides. Those are just very empty as well. They could have been complete dungeons, but they're just broken off. Really nothing to it. This is, like I said, a good looking castle. It's just not many play features, and this is better for display. As far as durability, everything is built straight up, so it is fragile a little bit. The whole section in the back does come off. If you just yank it off, nothing really holds it. So not much stability there. Overall, decent castle. And I like this one. It's Brickhead Boy. Thanks for watching.